Hey everyone, today I have a pretty exciting video for you all. At least I think it's pretty exciting. I am adding a few new members to my menagerie pretty soon. I'm super excited about it. I will be getting my first amphibians ever, and frogs are some of my favorite animals, so I'm super excited about it. I just wanted to sort of film the process of getting their tank set up and also showing them off to you all and talking a little bit about why I chose to purchase these animals. So I am getting African dwarf frogs, which is really exciting. I really love frogs a lot, and I think African dwarf frogs are super cute, so I'm really excited about that. For those of you who have seen my most recent video, you know that one of my fish tanks had a pretty bad virus recently. Ever since then, their tank has just been, depressingly empty. It still has quite a few cories, as well as one gardener killifish, which I'm looking to sell once all this quarantining is over. Well, I guess it's important to note that I'm not just selling her out of not cruelty, but not out of a place of self-service, because Gardner killifish are a schooling fish, and I want her to be able to go to a place where she has a community to live in, because currently she's living with just cories. Her killifish counterparts died when she was pretty young, so just finding her a happier community to live in, where she's not alone, I think would be really good for her. So that's why I'm looking to rehome her. It's not just because, I want frogs or whatever. Yeah, so I mostly just wanted to film my process of getting them acclimated to the tank, as well as showing them off and talking about them. This just felt like the best opportunity to get some new frogs. The tank is empty and completely cycled and ready for them. Now I'll sort of talk about the process of getting the tank ready for them, kind of show you what I'm going to do in order to prepare, and then go from there. So see you in half a second because of editing magic. So right now I'm just going to be doing a really quick water change, and probably just film that process for the sake of content. I live in a basement room, if you couldn't tell already, so the lighting in here is pretty bad, so please forgive me for that. I promise it's not my ideal either. Oh, I can hear Bill coming down. Hang on, this is important. Anyway. So I just disposed of the old nasty water and refilled this bucket with new clean tap water. I did add less in than I poured out though, just so there's a little bit of space between the water level and the rim of the tank, mostly so I can add more clean water right when the frogs get here, just so the water is as clean as possible when they get here. Also, wow, there are a few babies right there. So good. The frogs should be getting here either in 2 or 3 days, so... Bill. To cause as little disturbance as possible in the water, what I do is I have a little 5-gallon thing on the back filter. It's kind of stuck on stuff. So I basically just stick this onto the back, and then I use a crappy little water bottle and just add water into it so it drips safely into the water and causes small amounts of disturbance. So I just got done with about 35% water change. That seems right. And now I'm going to remove this little guy. The water change is done, and it already looks clear. There's no more gross little nasty stuff on this piece of driftwood. Look at that sweet boy. Wow. As you can tell, there's quite a bit of water movement, which is not ideal for aquatic frogs. So I am going to be moving that bubbler over so there's more space in the middle of just still water. Other than that, I'm not going to be making many changes to this. It's a 20-gallon long, and it's about 12 inches tall, so there's going to be enough space for them to be able to reach the top. Yeah, all these little guys are completely peaceful. The only challenge they're really going to pose to keeping other frogs is that they're gonna have to sort of battle for food. Bill. Wow. So I have bottom feeder API fish food, so I'm going to be using this for the cories mostly, and then feed frozen bloodworms for the frogs, so they both have their own food sources. And once all this quarantining is over, I am going to be planting this tank, so it'll be more suitable for frogs. But I feel like right now there are quite a few hiding places, so I think the frogs should be pretty comfortable until that point. Everyone, sorry about the hair, it's kind of morning time. The frogs just came in the mail, and they are currently hanging out in a bucket, slowly acclimating to the water parameters. I already floated them to make sure they're used to the temperature of the tank that they're going to be in. African dwarf frogs were the cause of the spread of the chytrid fungus, so if you're interested in learning about that, I'll leave a link in the description to an article about it. But basically, they were the cause of a really, really, really bad disease among a lot of amphibians that caused a lot of damage. So you just want to be really careful about introducing them to a new tank, so you don't contribute to the spread of chytrid. So basically, the process I'm using to best acclimate them into their tank safely. So I floated them to get used to the temperature, put them into a secondary container, and about every 5 minutes, just adding a cup or so of water from the tank into the bucket so they can get used to it, while also sort of rinsing them off, because it is a fungus, so it lives in their skin. That way, they'll also be able to become acclimated without bothering their other tank mates.